Hey YouTube, it's NowIAmNappy, and I'm back with this really quick story time that was requested on my Instagram page, and it's about my shed story. And I just want to preface this video by saying that I am not a medical provider. Everything that I'm sharing with you is strictly my experience, and any recipes I give you are strictly from research that I've done. But if you are experiencing any of the symptoms that I have, please go to your doctor. So my story starts about 7 to 8 years ago, and I'm at the time maybe 2 to 3 years into my natural journey, and my hair is thriving. Like, I'm loving my natural hair. My hair goes from ear length to bra strap length in 2 years. Everything's working just great, and I'm on my little natural blog, and all the girls are talking about like, oh, let's not just put stuff on our bodies, let's make sure internally that we're eating and taking care of ourselves. And some people were going vegan at the time, and I thought, all right, I'm gonna go vegan, I'm gonna do this thing. But the problem is I really didn't do any research on it. I knew I wasn't eating meat, but like that was it. Like, I'm not eating meat. So I was eating a lot of like prepackaged foods, and I was just I ate some vegetables, but not enough. I wasn't getting enough nutrients from my vegetables. I wasn't aware of that at the time because like in the beginning when I stopped eating meat, I felt wonderful. But then like a couple months into the journey, like I started to feel exhausted. But I didn't know if I would equate that to just my diet change so much as I thought like I just moved to New York City. I was young. I was tripping and running every weekend. So I just thought like, okay, that's pretty normal. I'm out, all the time. So maybe that's why I'm exhausted. So about 3 or 4 months go by, and I'm doing my hair, and I just start to notice that the middle of my hair, the crown hair, is like thinning. And maybe starting to break a little more than I had ever seen. But I don't really pay it too much attention. A few months go by, and I actually am going to see one of my friends who's a hairdresser. And she's like, are you aware that this middle section of your hair is like 1 inch long? And I'm like, really? And I'm really confused because I'm like, I was like, maybe I'm just too rough while detangling my hair. I was still also learning how to take care of my hair at the time. So I just assumed like maybe, it was something I was doing. And so, I start to Google on my natural blog, like how to cure thinning hair. And it was like, onion rinses and all these different like natural remedies. So I'm trying everything, but nothing seems to be working. And I'm just like, man, like, I don't really know what's going on. But I'm like, you know what? It'll be fine. It'll grow back. I ain't got to worry about it. So I would say a month and a half later, I'm coming on the train home. It's late. And I get off the train. I walk down the steps. And I just black out. And, I'm in the hospital. I wake up in the hospital. And my doctor's like, you are anemic. You're iron deficiency anemic. We need to do something right away. And there was all this discussion about what I should do and take. And I had to get an iron shot. I had to get a B12 shot. All the stuff that, if you're learning that if you're becoming vegan, these things are important that you need to incorporate in your diet or supplement in your diet if you're not getting it. So he also gave me a list of things that I should be eating. He told me I need to take an iron pill every day. Now, if you know anything about iron, it immediately constipates you if you just get the regular iron pills off the shelf. And sure enough, a couple days, I'll go back to the doctor like, I need something else. My body's not digesting this, whatever, blah, blah. And he's like, oh, well, here's a list of foods that you can eat so that you can help, bring your iron up to levels. And I told him, like, on the list was like fish, red meat, all this stuff. And I was like, well, I'm vegan. And he's like, well, you need to not be vegan because you know what you're doing. I mean, there was some truth to that. I really didn't know what I was doing, but there was no real guidance on how I could maybe potentially be vegan and eat this lifestyle, eat this diet. Like overcome anemia. So I went home and I just made it my quest to like figure it out, to figure out how I was going to be able to eat better and, try to eat as healthy as I can. I realized at the time I wasn't going to stay vegan, so I did go pescatarian, but I needed to incorporate enough fish and veggies to be able to bring my iron levels back up. Now, I was able to do that, and I'll share with you some of the recipes that I did consume and eat, and some of the recipes that I do use now. They are going to be like 5 of my favorite recipes that I eat every day, or not every day, like multiple times a week. 3 of them will be smoothies, because I do smoothies every morning for breakfast. Those things like really help get as much nutrients in as possible. So I'll attach that for you guys so you guys can take a look at it. You know, I just wanted to say, like, and honestly, like, it's been 7-8 years since then, and I have not always stuck to my diet. You know, I've not always eaten perfectly. Have I forgotten at times that I needed to be consuming iron or taking the supplement? Yes. And I've always paid for it, because the crown of my hair slowly but surely starts to break. And I immediately see a ton of shed hair. It might get like large balls of shed hair in the shower, and it tells me, like, you know, there's a problem. But I hate for it to get to that point, you know. So I'm really trying now to make sure that I change my diet. I eat healthy every day. I make the right choices every day, or I supplement if I'm not going to be able to do that. So, you know, I just wanted to come on and tell you guys, like, if you guys are experiencing any of those symptoms, to please go to your doctor. Like, don't wait. You know, I see all these stuff online, and I always laugh, because I'm like, the problem could be internal. You know, it could be a hormonal imbalance, it could be another vitamin deficiency that be causing your shedding and your thinning hair. But, you know, trying to fix it by doing these topical things don't solve the real problem. And the real problem is internally. You fix the internal, then your external will be popping. So that's it for my little story time. I'll go ahead and share with you guys these 5 recipes, of course. And if you guys want to see more videos like this, if you're interested in like my journey of growing out this section of my hair, actually I'm gonna back up so you guys can see this little section up front. It's always in the crown area. I'm gonna like turn to the side here. So it's definitely like, I've been taking care of my hair for the last like 2-3 years, but I notice on the ends, make sure I'm getting a good piece here. Yes. All right. I definitely notice how thin my hair is on the ends. See how it like starts to thin? The crazy part is the rest of my hair is not like this. And it's only in the crown area. Now, I'll eventually go ahead and cut that out. I've just been trying to trim it out slowly, especially because the rest of my hair is broad strap length and longer, but the crown area is the only area that is shorter. So I've been really patient over the years, trimming and cutting, and just now trying to monitor it to make sure that I'm doing what I need to do so that area can grow. So if you guys want me to track my journey, please comment in the section below, or like the video so I know that you guys want to see more content like this, or tell me you don't want to see any more content like this. Also, if you want to subscribe to my channel, if you like my content, please let me know. And if you guys do need help, please go visit your doctor so your hair can be popping once again. All right. Love you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed my story time. Bye.